Everyone, we are group number 4. We are here for present our proposal for Faculty of Science, the proposal from the Ministry of Higher Education in Sri Lanka, and with our professionals. I'm Darshi, consultant engineer, and this is Samir, our project manager, and Sajani, our architect, and cost manager, which is Pesala, and health and safety and legal officer, and I'm consultant engineer. The vision of the project, vision of the proposal Faculty of Sciences, to establish an international Faculty of Sciences at Diegama to create a globally renowned Faculty of Sciences contributing towards the development of a vibrant scientific community. Because the Sri Lankan in the education sector, there are low facilities to science stream students as well as the higher educational students. Therefore, the Ministry of Higher Education is proposed to develop a science faculty for give chances to higher educational facilities for local students as well as the foreign students. And we are the consultant of our company's design venture company. Our task of this project, the design was assigned by the Ministry of Higher Education, Government of Sri Lanka, to find investors, designers, and computer select contractor for the proposed Faculty of Sciences, Romagam Diegama, as an international science faculty with all feasibility requirements. This is our site location. The site is closer to Mahinda Rajapaksa International Sport Complex and Institute of Technology, University of Moradua. Especially we choose this location for the Department of Higher Education Department, especially request for that environment be a very calm and the environmental place. So that's why we select that location. The proposed location contour plan. This is the proposed location contour plan. This is our master plan. It will explain you to our in detail in our architect Ms. Sajani. About the project. Project name is the proposed Faculty of Science Homagama. Project location Diegama Homagama. Project duration is 24 months and date of approval is 23rd August of 2020 and accepted date of completion 24 August of 2020 and total land area is 8 acres. Client is the Ministry of Higher Education in Sri Lanka. Consultant, our company, Design Venture Private Limited. Proposed Faculty of Sciences. This is our preliminary briefing. Faculty, Administration and Academic Buildings, General Administration Area, Administration Office, Lecture Halls, Auditorium, Planetarium, Laboratories, Tissue Culture Laboratories and Herbarium, Radiology Division. Other areas in other buildings is auditorium, cafeteria, gym, swimming pool, supermarkets, ATM, playground, pond, wastewater treatment plant, and security health. Also, they are include accommodation building, student, staff, and maintenance staff. And this is software analysis for our project, and there's very strict needs surrounding with multi-sport facilities facility of joining of resources person from the sports complex, easy to access from the expressway, thick vegetation on site as well as nearly they construct a highway entrance in near to Biyagam area, and because it is located away from the Colombo, lack of responding to the surrounding community. And opportunities is located in the general context, green context, manipulated of the visual environment, easy access from the expressway, and its site is located in the marshland. And next, our project manager will explain how to continue its needs. Ms. Samirina.
Thank you, Darshi. This is our site stumping plan. This is how we going to establish our site. Is our temporary site office, and we going to give 3 access point to our site because we can't have traffic inside the site, and also we plan to establish 3 security points close to the access and 1 security point near to the main building, and B is our security office which is control all the security point. C is emergency room. We plan to run emergency room full time with 2 male nurses in case emergency. D is a labor accommodation area, and E is a heavy vehicle park. Waste management plan is WMP. It is very important to minimize the waste, so we plan to use less materials for the construction without reducing the quality of the production, and we try to use highly reusable materials for the construction, and return surplus material for use or sell them, and it's very important to identify type of the waste like reinforcement waste, formwork waste, and excavated material like that. Then we segregate them inside the site and disposal. This is we recommended site technical team. This project needs highly technical knowledge to undertake, so we recommended this technical team to undertake the project. This is our construction program. We plan to complete our construction within 24 months. This is our labor requirement throughout the project. We starting with 16 numbers of laborers, and at the peak time we gonna need 200 laborers, and we plan this labor requirement according to the quarantine rules and regulations. Then I invite to Sajad to continue the.
Thank you, Samira. Good morning, all. I'm the appointed architect of this project. Let's see the design approach. We have visited several times for the site, and the land was kind of a marshy land, and the water table and the soil condition was something around poor, so we decided to go for a pile foundation. Moving on to the next slide, we are describing we are locating two main buildings, which eight stories for the main administrative building and the accommodation building, and the other facilities are also available. We have given ATM, supermarkets, and gym, swimming pools, also the open cafeteria for the outsiders. Then playground and the gym, supermarket can use for public also, not only for the universities. And we have given 3 entrances, which one is used for public and 2 for accommodation and the university students. This is the main building of our project, accommodation and administrative building. This is the elevation of our building. The main building ground floor includes faculty of administration officers, main entrance lobby, lecture rooms, bookshops, study rooms, bookshops, utility and generator rooms, and the lift and staircases, also fire exits and other stuff, library facilities, and the toilet facilities for ladies, gents, and disabled. And this is the first floor. It includes chemistry labs, academic office lobbies, studies, DOD sitting areas, staff officers, fire lobbies, and toilet facilities. This is the second floor, which includes lecture halls, study areas, storerooms, physics labs, and the other labs also. As usual, for lift, staircases, and washrooms. This is the third floor, which includes laboratories, cold room, storeroom, herbarium, tissue culture laboratory, and other stuff. This is the fourth floor. This is the fifth floor. This is the sixth floor, which includes planetarium. Our planetarium is located at the sixth floor. Planetarium is client's requirement. And our auditorium is located at 7th floor, which includes 400 student facilities. And this is our roof plan. We have go to green concept, much to green concept. We have used solar panels for our efficiency. And this is the accommodation building, which we provide nearly 900 students for accommodation purpose. This has bedroom, ground floor and first floor has bedrooms, staircases, balconies, and the lobby area. This is the second floor and the third floor. This is the fourth floor and the fifth floor. And this is the roof terrace of the plan and the elevation. So I would like to invite Ms. Preshana to continue the presentation.
Thank you, Ms. Adani. I am the most important part of this project. We are planning to very valuable project. It has academic building, auditorium, accommodation building, cafeteria, supermarket, and gym. But how we can fund in our cost and how to get the profit this project. First, I would like to explain our contract data. Condition of contract SBD 04 design and build. This contract type is lump sum. decided two parties to invest in this project. 40% the Minister of Higher Education in Sri Lanka invest in the project. 60% we Asian Development Bank funding this project. Project proposal will be submit to Higher Education Development to get the cabinet approval. Sources used for estimating. First, the cost per square meter feet was calculated according to the land area in the initial estimate. Similar projects were analyzed to evaluate this university purpose project. Third one, the floor area is measured as each level to the investor focus in the external walls. Exclusion. Land cost and approvals we are excluding our price proposal because as government land will be used for this project. Total estimate is 2.8 billion. Total floor area 183,494. Our square foot rate 15,560. We are work out our previous project detail. It is very useful to comparison for our new cost. This is our main cost breakdown. It is total 2.8 billion. This is our academic building cost. It is total cost 1.7 billion. This is accommodation building cost breakdown. This is our another items, gyms, swimming pool, cafeteria and auditorium. We are planning to 1.8 million yearly revenue generating methods. This is our total expenditures per 1 year. This is our income recovery plan. We are planning to cover our cost within 2.5 years. This is cost reduction techniques. Alternative proposal with PT option, alternative proposal with a contact panel, reduce design issues and variation using solar panel system. This is our cash flow. I would like to invite our Health and Safety Manager Kavindu to continue this presentation.
Thank you, Desana. Good morning, all of you. I start with you legal feasibility. Legal feasibility very important for construction project. Legal approval in the initial step of the construction project. Mainly our proposed project legal approval getting the UDA and Homagama Municipal Council. And basically drawings and other things. Legal requirement mainly approved by the all drawing we decide to prepare by the chartered architect debuted in the SLIA following environmental impact analysis for EIS made for the about the courts, audience and infant fee. Government authorities approval basically giving the UDA Colombo Municipal Council Board of Investment of the Sri Lanka in BOI approvals. It's very important to this proposed project. We decide to import foreign materials and chemicals and laboratory equipment for the foreign countries. It will very cost for the project without the taxes and any others. Moved on inside. UDA approval basically giving the road coverage and other things. Drawings shall be approved by the all building and regulation. Numbers of parking installed and drawing and sewerage and wastewater management methods, access road and emergency exit for the approval for the mainly government authorities. Risk management. Risk is the mainly uncertainties. Risk management is the managing the uncertainties and giving the best solution for the solution and mitigating the risk. Basically construction our proposed project allowing the design risks, external risks and environmental risks and project management risks and construction risks. This side move the risk matrix. Risk matrix means risk analysis. Risk management. Risk management is managing and controlling the risks. This side basically presenting the risk exploring method, and then probability and impact moving side. This is the risk identification. Risk identification is the approval for the approval for the UDA approval. Its impact is the intelligible and probability is the probable. This side display these things. Basic things in the all construction project. We expect some defect from defect mitigating in the construction project. Basically, there's risks are error flow, poor design, architectural concept mitigated by the QS and engineer, structure design failure and labor shortage and working selection for the wrong selection for the proper procurement method. I invite to Samira continue this.
Health and safety inside of the construction site. These are our major concern of the safety and health inside the construction site. We need to create COVID-19 free environment, so we keep the distance inside the site and sanitize boots and hands before enter the site, checking temperature before enter the site, and ensure employees wear correct protective gears, and we have a six-story building and 8-story building, so we need a scaffolding structure. So very important to construct correct scaffolding structure. Like we need to consider about the stable ground, and we need to inspect daily. If there are any damage, we need to repair it daily. And health and safety training. Laborers have zero knowledge of health and safety. Then we should. It's very important to give them a very training for the safety and health. So we plan to give them induction training and work at height training. Very beginning of the day, and every day we're going to give them a toolbox meeting, 20 minutes, and display clear signs is very important, and inspect tool and equipment before the work starts.